I'm Natalia Bonner. It's day 101. Today we'll be stitching with my inside out machine quilting ruler. Now notice on this ruler, and you'll notice as I'm stitching, I don't have any stable tape on the back of my ruler. Reason being, I do a lot of machine quilting and I move my ruler so quickly that sometimes the stable tape does get in the way for me, or grip or whatever, something kind of on the back of the ruler to help me hold the ruler secure. But when you're starting out, or if you're working on a domestic machine, I highly recommend having some type of grip on the back of your ruler. It's just so easy to have slippage, especially when you're working with a curve. Sometimes working in a straight line, it's a little bit easier to hold it straight. But when you're working on those curves, it's so easy for these machine quilting rulers to just slide around on your quilt top. So check out the stable tape. We have it on our website, peaceandquilt.com. Let's get stitching. I'll begin by using my blue Mark Be Gone marker, and I'm going to divide the block in half horizontally. Then I'm going to divide the block in thirds vertically. Now, because this is a 6-inch block that I'm working on, that's pretty easy math. I just do every 2 inches, I divide the block up. Once I've done all of that marking, I'm going to begin stitching by stitching in the ditch around the outside of the block, all the way around the outside. After I've done that and come back to my starting place, I'm going to begin stitching these fun angular lines from point to point. So you'll notice here, the way that you can see this block, I'm starting in the lower right section. I'm going to stitch from that center marked point across that small section that I've created on this block to the first marked line, creating a diagonal line. Once I've stitched that first diagonal line, then I'm going to fill in the bottom right side of that section with those back and forth tiny matchstick quilted lines. Now, I'm doing the matchstick lines here because I'm showing you designs that you can quilt using your machine quilting rulers. If you prefer to quilt something in there like a heavy filler, pebbles, something like that, as long as it's a heavy, dense filler, you'll end up with the same or a similar type look that I've got here. After I've completed that first section, then I'm going to move on. You'll notice here that I do stitch out the next straight line. So I'm stitching out those vertical straight lines next. And then I'm going to repeat that process, filling in, creating these triangle designs, and filling in the bottom right section of each of those across the bottom of the block with those matchstick quilting designs. After I've stitched the first 3, then I'm going to repeat the same process on the top side of the block, stitching 3 more of those triangles, filling in the right side of each of those with the matchstick quilting. Once I've done that on each of those new blocks, so I'm going to have 6 of these shapes, then I'll use a misting bottle and spritz away my blue marked lines. friends. I hope you enjoyed today's blog and found a little bit of inspiration with my machine quilting. Now just remember, you can pick up the panel, the rulers, the thread, all of the notions that I'm using in this video today over on my website, peaceandquilt.com. And don't forget to share your progress pictures over on Instagram using the hashtag Let's Stitch with Natalia. That's where we will be selecting winners for weekly prizes. See you all tomorrow.